Well, I guess I have to eat some crow here. I mean, how many times have you heard me say on this channel and in my books and in my podcast, what is it with black mob violence? Why is it so common? Why is it when you go to a rap concert, it's pretty much guaranteed to break out? Why do black events like rap concerts, why do they need metal detectors? Why did I have to go through a metal detector when I went to see a boxing match in the great metropolis of Wilmington, Delaware? And then comparing that, I said, what about golf tournaments? How come nothing bad ever happens there? Why is there no violence there? Why aren't white people rampaging through the golf area, stealing stuff, knocking over stands, beating the hell out of people, and generally ruining whatever's going on? Why? Well, I must have sounded pretty smug. But now, today, it happened. A catastrophe at the PGA golf event in San Diego, California. What makes it worse, this is a golf course I've played almost 100 times. Been there another 100 times. Tiger Woods was lining up a putt. And as he was ready to strike the ball, out of the crowd, someone yelled, "Get in the hole!" Well, he mistimed it by 2 seconds. This turned into a national news story on the most popular golf broadcast of the year because Tiger was there. They went down to the cameras, zoomed in on the scene. We saw the guy who did it. We saw the marshals surround him. We saw the people around him going, "Hey, get that guy out of here." Yeah, the people on TV assured us they were kicking that guy out of there. So I'm sorry if in any way I misled you about the nature and extent of the chaos and the mayhem that breaks out at these largely all-white affairs like a golf tournament. I don't know if this makes a difference or not, but one of our more loyal and acute observers on this channel and on YouTube, you guys might recognize his name, is Thomas in Pain. He's the one he's contributed a lot of graphics and a lot of encouragement to this site. He must have known I was going to be down about this catastrophe at the golf tournament and how he knew I didn't like eating crow. I don't like being wrong on this channel. So he reminded me that he went to the Sacramento Invitational bull riding tournament last night. The 4 Tough Series at the Golden One Center in Sacramento, California. And for all the violence that happened between the bulls and the boys in the dirt, everything else was hyper nice, hyper polite. Nobody fighting, nobody pushing, nobody pulling out guns, nobody turning over drink stands. Nobody doing anything like this.
Officers say they were forced to fire pepper balls into a crowd in an apartment complex near 61st and Peoria last night when people started throwing rocks at officers. News on 6's Taylor Newcomb is on the story with why police were in that area to begin with.
This all started when police stopped a man who had been leading them on a chase through the 61st and Peoria area. Police say about 50 people at Savannah Landing Apartments started throwing rocks at them while they were trying to arrest the man. Police were led on this chase after an officer tried to pull the man over, but he refused to stop. Police had to use spike strips to deflate the car's tires, and he came to a stop in front of the complex. Police say they had to break out his windows to get him out of the car, but while they were doing that, people started throwing rocks at them. They say at one point they had to use pepper balls to keep the crowd back.
I just want to remind the public that we're out here trying to do a dangerous job as it is, and if we could just have people support us, refrain until they have the facts and know what's going on, we would appreciate it.
Police say one officer was hit in the head, but she's supposed to be fine. Police did arrest the man driving the car, but no other arrests were made.
When you break the Tulsa thing down, and this thing that happened in Tulsa, we document that happening many, many times all over the country quite frequently. When you break it down, so the cops wanted to stop this guy. He took off. They finally stopped him. When they did, he was surrounded by a large group of black people. The cops and the black people were throwing rocks at the cops. So if we put a microphone in front of the black people, I mean, what would they say? Why, like, excuse me, sir, why are you throwing rocks at those cops? He's trying to stop somebody who broke the law. I mean, what do they have to say about that? Well, excuse me, Colin, I understand your point of view and where your question is coming from, but really, crime is the new black entitlement, so we don't really approve of police arresting black people for any reason whatsoever. It's just more and more proof of all this white racism, this white hostility, this black victimization. Happens all the time, everywhere. It explains everything. And that's why we were throwing the rocks, Colin. Because chasing lawbreakers in the hood makes the black kids angry.